I want to visit briefly with you about the value of travel, particularly educational travel. So I'm kind of speaking primarily to college students and high school students, but to anyone in general. You get to see how big the world really is. When you find yourself in another country or part of the world, you realize that you're seeing just another slice of this massive world in which we live. When you travel abroad, you learn about the culture, the history, and the traditions of the area in which you travel. People take a great deal of pride in their country's history and accomplishments. They have their own way of doing things that may differ from ours. They're unique in many ways. As you visit historic buildings and sites in Rome, Paris, London, and other places, you experience firsthand those places you saw in history books. The images become real. Things you've seen in movies or read about, many of which are hundreds or thousands of years old. You connect with the long and rich history of those places and the many people that have walked those same places throughout time. You get a sense of the artistic achievements of countries and peoples, their food, their language, the way they live, and their leisure time activities. You experience firsthand why Italian gelato is so amazing. You see how important nature and parks are to many cultures. You experience historic city centers with preserved architecture and pedestrian-only areas. One of the interesting things you find out is that even though people are different, they're the same. They have families, schools, jobs, festivals, routines, civic events, art events, and so on. They may do things differently, but people go about their business. You also find out that there are good people everywhere. And many times our stereotypes are completely wrong. You find out that America doesn't have the corner on the market for the best way to do things. Many countries have more advanced or practical way of doing things. It forces us to look at our way of life and question how we're doing things. When you travel, you sometimes see that happiness isn't determined by how much you have. You can find people that live very simply, have little, and yet they're very happy. You can also connect with your ancestors when you travel abroad if you do some genealogical research and know where they originated. I had the opportunity to travel to Switzerland and visit the town of my ancestors, even performing an organ concert in the church where my great-great-grandparents were married. I could walk this charming Swiss village, imagining how simple life must have been back in the 1800s, all the while feeling this profound connection to my heritage. When you travel abroad, you learn constantly. You're constantly learning new things, when people eat, when businesses are closed and why, how to operate new machines and kiosks, how to navigate public transportation, how to communicate when language barriers create challenges. Also, in preparation for travel, you ideally do a great deal of research to understand the culture, traditions, and expectations in the culture in which you're about to immerse yourself. When you travel, you also make memories. You make previous images become realities. I've been there. I've seen it in person. I've experienced it. You weave those places and experiences into your life's tapestry. Further, you document those places and experiences through photographs, videos, or journals so that you can easily transport yourself back to them via those media. And I can't say enough about how important this is to make these memories part of who you are. I can't tell you how many incredible memories I have of places I've been. I typically make it a habit to go out running wherever I go. And one of the most incredibly powerful experiences was running along a canal in a village outside of Amsterdam. It was peaceful in the morning, and you see villagers going about their business. It was just incredibly relaxing. When you travel abroad, you get a sense of connectedness with the world and your sense of placement in the world. You compare and contrast many aspects of life, but despite differences, you come away feeling connected to humanity across the globe. I've been fortunate to take college students on numerous trips abroad to many countries. One of the things I enjoy most as an educator is their sense of awe and amazement when they see the world. Their whole sense of self, placement, and perspective changes. They become enriched in a way that's difficult to put into words. They become more committed to lifelong learning, more sensitive to their global world and its challenges, and want to continue to extend their connection to the world through future travel abroad. Happy travels.